Hello there, my name is Colin B. I'm a tutor here, and this is the question. So we're provided with two functions. We're provided with f of x, which is 3x plus 1, and g of x squared minus 6. Now, to find the derivative, you need to be a little bit more specific. So we're going to do two different scenarios. One where we're basically doing this, but it could also be presented as, oh, we want to find the derivative of this function, which is basically the same strategy here. We just plug in this. So that's basically 3 times, in parentheses, that plus 1. This will give us 3x squared minus 18 plus 1. So 3x squared to minus 17. These are two very different functions. So in the future, please be more specific when you're asking the question. Now, let's try finding the derivative of both to show you the different answers you may get if you do this incorrectly. So let's just say we want to take the derivative of f prime of g of x. So that means we're taking the derivative of this, dx. So this is one way of doing it. However, what we're actually going to do, never mind, we're not going to do that. We can simplify this and split it up. So that's f prime of g of x is equal to 3x squared dx minus 17 dx. Now, for the derivative rules, so f prime of x is equal to x to the n minus 1, and that's just, you need to make sure you put the n in front of it. So here, it's going to be 6x, following that rule, because 2 minus 1 is 1, 3 times 2 is 6. In this case, since think of it like this. This is a constant. Since there's no value of x, we say that's a constant, and you take the derivative of that, it's going to be 0. It's plus 0. So that's one derivative we have. Let's go to another board. Now what about this one right here? G of f of x is equal to x squared, so that's 9x squared plus 6x minus 5. Let's write out the derivative rule real quick. There we go. So we basically follow that rule, and you would get this. That's 18x plus 6. These are two very different derivatives. So we got f prime of g of x, which is 6x, and g prime of f of x, equaling 18x plus 6. Those are both linear, but however, those are two very different answers. And you could actually get even more different answers if you do it a different route. So if we kept it like a function in a function, like this, instead of simplifying it, watch. That introduces something called the chain rule. So instead of doing all this extra nonsense, what we would do is we would keep it like this. Now, this is what we call a chain rule for these types of functions. That means we have to do, basically for this, we would have to do g prime of f of x times f prime of x. So we do this. Let's do the chain rule for this. This will equal 0. That's easy enough. So that is 2 times, so this is f prime of g of x. This is g prime of f of x. And then we multiply this by 3. We would actually still get the same answer, but this is another way of approaching it. And I just realized I'm out of time. But either way, these are two of the derivatives you would get. Thank you and have a good day.